kind of late to the party. No, you're all good. Thank you.
Sorry. Delegate Phillips. Would everybody please be seated? Delegate Phillips to the stage. Delegate Marshall to the front. Mayor Jones to the front.
How's everybody? You just think I'm going to say something. But I have to say, what a day. What a day, what a day. What a day. So Daryl's going first. Just to get us started.
Yeah, I'm going to start the show.
There you go.
Come on,
Great to see you.
Yes, sir. You too. Thank you. Good morning and welcome to everyone. What a great day to be in Pennsylvania County. Wonderful. On behalf of the Pennsylvania County Board of Supervisors, I can say with absolutely confidence that we are thrilled to welcome Governor Glenn Youngkin here to announce the arrival of MicroPorous, the first company to locate in the Southern Virginia Megasite at the Berry Hill.
Let's just stop for a minute. There we go.
The announcement is something we have eagerly looking forward to for many years, and despite the naysayers, I'm positive that our citizens, our entire region, are eager to learn more about the new corporate neighbor. Thank you, John Reeves, for being here today as we welcome you and your company to our community. I want to take the time to recognize Congressman Bob Good, staff members from the offices of Senator Mark Warner, Tim Kaine, Senator and Congressman-elect John McGuire, and our distinguished guests from the Commonwealth of Virginia, the City of Danville, Pennsylvania County, neighboring jurisdictions, along with the business leaders from across the region. Unfortunately, Senator Mokai was unable to attend today as she is ill, and we wish her a speedy recovery. This announcement is particularly exciting for MicroPorous, bringing a new level of technology, advancement to our region, as well as high-paying jobs that offer another opportunity to our young people to remain and raise families in and near their hometowns. For myself, this is especially important that this region offers jobs worth staying home. For the MicroPorous is a huge step in that direction. The Southern Virginia Megasite, the largest in Virginia, is a premier asset to Pennsylvania County, Danville, and a testament to how two localities work together and pull themselves out. Out of an economic hardship to where they are generating optimism for the future. It takes a lot of time, effort, and money to get a megasite to this point where we can attract innovative global industries to locate here. And I thank all our county, city, state leaders, current and former, for doing the hard work to get us to this point. I especially want to thank Governor Glenn Youngkin, Madam Secretary Karen Merrick, Secretary Tammy Mokai, and the late Senator Frank Ruff, Delegates Danny Marshall, Eric Phillips, the Danville City Council, the City of Danville, our Economic Development team, the Regional Industrial Facility Authority, the Southern Virginia Regional Alliance, our regional partners, and state leadership for working together to make an announcement possible. Without these partnerships, announcements such as these would not be possible. And again, I thank you. And now I will turn the podium over to Delegate Phillips. Thank you.
Wow, what an exciting time it is to represent the 48th District in the House of Delegates as we celebrate a major milestone here for our region. You know, the hard work and the dedication of our local economic development teams, including the Southern Virginia Regional Alliance, Pennsylvania County, the City of Danville, along with a vision, frankly, many years ago from the Pennsylvania County Board of Supervisors, the Danville City Council, the Regional Industrial Facilities Authority, have been pivotal in bringing this project to life. And their collective efforts will benefit our community for many years to come. We're thrilled to welcome Microporous as the first tenant in the mega park, an ideal partner in a high-tech, rapidly growing industry. Having had the opportunity to meet with their leadership team, I'm confident in their commitment to becoming responsible, engaged members of our community. I would also like to express my deep appreciation to Governor Youngkin. Thank you. Thank you. Secretary Merrick, our state partners at VDP, the Tobacco Commission, and so many others whose belief in our region and their investment in our future have been instrumental. A special thank you to Delegate Danny Marshall and the late Senator Frank Ruff for their tireless work. In securing not only legislation, but helping to provide funding that has made this transformative project possible. And this is just the first domino to fall in what will be a renaissance for our region, positioning us to become the Commonwealth's hub for advanced manufacturing. Together, we are building a bright future for Southern Virginia, and I'm glad to be a part of it, and I'm glad you're here to be a part of it too. At this time, I'd like to introduce Vic Ingram, Pennsylvania County Board of Supervisors member and chairman of the Danville, Pennsylvania County Regional Industrial Facilities Authority.
Appreciate that. Yeah. Glad to see you back here. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Let me get my papers here. Listen, as chairman of the Danville, Pennsylvania Regional and Industrial Facility Authority and the supervisor for the Tunstall District, I want to say welcome and how thrilled, absolutely thrilled I am to be here today. After over 10 years, over $200 million, many obstacles, political doubt and skepticism, John, we welcome you and your Microporous family to your new home right here in Pennsylvania County and to the Southern Virginia Megasite at Berry Hill. This land was once just a simple field surrounded by trees. It was accented by folklore and history. Many of us local folks would often refer to this area as where you could find Satan's Bridge, Gravity Hill, the Oak Hill Mansion, the Berry Hill Plantation, and the surrounding cemetery. Now that I've got you wondering, just Google it and you'll see what I'm talking about. The historic chapter occurred in 1781 when General Nathaniel Greene followed a path right up through here from North Carolina into Virginia after the Battle of Guilford Courthouse. I'm sure that General Greene and his fellow soldiers often wondered where this path would take them and what would ultimately be the outcome. Just as many of us have worried and wondered about the future of this megasite and if this day would ever come, and thankfully it has. In 1989, the movie Field of Dreams hit the big screen. One of the famous lines from that movie was, "Build it and they will come." That wasn't very original, since the same line somewhat could be found in the book of Genesis when God told Noah to go build that ark, and they will come in twos. While we're not building the ark or a baseball field, we are building a future for our children and our grandchildren. I've got 4 children, 8 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild.
There you go.
Scripture said, "Go forth and multiply." So me and my daddy, we took it serious. But a future that would be built through economic projects such as this. As many of you probably know, economic development projects are given names to protect code names to protect the identity of the company. This one was appropriately named Big Dipper. It makes one think about the stars and the heavens in which they can be found. I think it would be very appropriate to say that many of us have dreamed upon a star, while others have reached for one. Today, the possibilities are endless, and we now have a shining star in Micropolis, which will be located right here in Pittsylvania County. We were once known as the world's largest tobacco market and home of Dan River Mills, or Dan River Fabrics. Many of us vividly remember those tobacco fields and that old cotton mill. But moving forward, we will be known nationwide, if not worldwide, for advanced manufacturing and technology. I do want to take this opportunity to thank and remember the 2 men who once had a dream which is now becoming reality. The late Corey Harville, who served on the Pittsylvania County Board of Supervisors, and ex-mayor and current councilman, the great Sherman Saunders. Please give them a hand. These are the 2 men who had that dream and who worked tirelessly to pave the way for this mega park. Just yesterday, we dedicated our new Harville Saunders Parkway in their honor and memory. I'm extremely grateful for their vision and tireless efforts, and I'm so thankful that Sherman is with us today. Thank you, brother. In closing, I want to thank my colleagues on the Board of Supervisors, many of which are here today, my RIFA board, many of which are here today, the staff, and my friends on City Council, and everyone's support and hard work. Also to our crew at Dewberry, Brian and Sean, thank you. Michael Guanzon, our attorney, he keeps us straight. Our clerk Sue DeMassey, she takes care of all the agenda stuff and often feeds us very well. City Manager Ken Larkin and our interim county administrator Vince Shorter, and all of our economic development partners, thank you so much for making this day possible. I especially want to thank our economic development team. Matt Rowe. Matt, where are you at? Thank you, Matt. Lori Baudet, she's next to Matt. And the wonderful Linda Green. Thank you all so much. I want to thank you for your hard work, your long sleepless nights, your red-eye flights, and your tireless efforts to make this region not only a home, but a better place to live and to work. As I've said many times before, you guys do all the work, and while us politicians tend to get the credit for it. Right, Governor?
I know how that goes.
But none of this would be possible without you and the many sacrifices that you've made to make this project a reality. To the Madam Secretary, thank you so much for all your support and for being with us today. And I'd like to extend a special thank you to our state officials, my dear friend Danny Marshall. We go way back, don't we, Danny? Yes. I bought all my cinder blocks from him when I built my house. Senator Tammy Mulcahy, who was out, and bless her heart, Eric Phillips, thank you, Eric. And please remember the late Senator Frank Ruff for his many years of service and his contributions to this project. And finally, to our 74th governor, of the wonderful Commonwealth of Virginia, the Honorable Glenn Youngkin. I want to personally say thank you so much for all that you've done for Virginia and what you've done for our region. It's been a distinct honor to have a small part in this historic occasion. We have much to be thankful for, and I wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving, and may God continue to bless each and every one of you. Thank you very much.
Amen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I now have the honor and pleasure of introducing my friend and delegate, Danny Marshall.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Governor Youngkin, thank you so much. Mr. Reeves, thank you so much for your confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, I love it when a plan comes together. Even though it took a decade for that plan to come together. You know, people ask me all the time, so what are y'all doing out there? I said, well, if you plant an apple orchard, you put the seed in the ground, and you have to water it, you have to fertilize it, and you don't get apples off that apple tree the first year. We're now going to get apples off the apple tree.
There we go. All right.
So I am in front of you this morning representing the Virginia Tobacco Commission, and we have been all in on Berry Hill. Our first Tobacco Commission grant was in 2008. Tobacco Commission has invested over $60 million in this project, and we are looking forward to getting return with the great paying jobs and great investment here. So, ladies and gentlemen, that $60 million is going to create high-paying jobs, it creates tax base that will help K through 12, public safety, and quality of life. So today, a dream becomes reality. So thanks, Mr. Reeves, for your investment. Thanks for your confidence. We're going to make this the most profitable location you have in your company. So thank you so much. Oh, I'm supposed to introduce somebody too. Sorry, and so it's someone who needs no introduction, Secretary Merrick.
There you go.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm afraid to lower this because I know the governor is going to have to make it bigger in a minute, taller in a minute. Well, here we are. The day is here. And I want to echo the thanks that has been given to every single one of you, particularly the Economic Development Partnerships, Delegate Marshall for your vision, Governor, everyone. I echo those. And I want to say thank you to Microporous for choosing Virginia. We are grateful. And just to highlight what Delegate Marshall said, finding opportunity is a matter of believing it is there. And so many of you and us have believed that the opportunity is here at Berry Hill, at the Southern Virginia Megasite. Well, I want to say that from day one of the Youngkin administration, we were briefed on this site, and we have worked alongside all of you and share your vision. But I have to say, we really worked hard so that this announcement could happen on our watch. So thank you. As Secretary of Commerce and Trade in the Youngkin administration, we pledge to help you succeed, to help Microporous succeed, this community to succeed. And as a 30-year business veteran, starting and growing and investing in and governing businesses here in Virginia, I pledge that we will help to continue to make investments in this site. I understand the importance of that. We will continue to help build a talented, skilled workforce. We will continue to make infrastructure investments. We will continue to ensure a growing supply of power. And I also promise Microporous and the Microporous team that we will help your business grow, and we want to partner with you to recruit your supply chain and your customers. So we have action items to work on with you. I believe that we are at the beginning of a whole new chapter, and we're incredibly blessed to have a governor who is innovative, an experienced business leader, and who wants to make Virginia the best place to live, work, and raise a family. And it's always a great honor to introduce to you the 74th Governor of Virginia, Governor Glenn Youngkin.
Thank you. Well, good morning. Good morning. Everybody shake it loose. It's a little chilly in here. It's the best time of year in Virginia. I told John when I first started talking to him about Virginia, we have the best weather, we have the best people, we have the best place, and therefore you need to put your business here. Secretary Merrick, thank you. Thank you for your leadership. How much fun is it to be here in Pittsylvania County? How much fun is it to be here talking about this announcement? I look around this great gathering and I see so many friends who have worked so hard for so long, and I want each and every one of you to be welling up with an appropriate sense of pride and accomplishment, because all of you have worked incredibly hard. I literally see people way in the back that have been talking about the Berry Hill site and what we can do. And so thank you all. Thank you all for not losing faith, but believing. Thank you all for understanding that our best days are in front of us, not behind us. Thank you for believing in Virginia. And we have a moment today to wrap that up with an extraordinary announcement. And there are so many things still in motion. Yesterday, as you've just heard, Secretary Shep Miller was here to cut the ribbon, of course, on the formerly known Berry Hill Connector Road, the currently and forever known Harville-Saunders Parkway. That is really exciting. And I have to say that parkway is going to keep going, and it will be extended, and it is fully funded to be extended, and so the road is being built ahead as well. The completion of the connector is so important because it does exactly as its title is meant to describe. It connects. It connects the Berry Hill site to everything. And that allows great companies like Microporous to come here and be confident that not only can the amazing products that they manufacture get to where they need to go, but the workforce that is going to be here can get to work. And most importantly, what a workforce it will be. Today's announcement, and John, I'm sorry to jump ahead of you in line, but it was nice being ahead of you in the speaking order. Microporous is announcing today that they are going to invest $1.35 billion to establish a new manufacturing facility right here. Right here. Stay standing, because they will create over 2,000 new jobs here in Virginia. And I know some of you are saying, wait a minute, did he say that correctly? Let me repeat, $1.35 billion and over 2,000 jobs. Now, we're just getting warmed up, so you might want to stay standing, but I'll let you sit down. I'll let you sit down. So the story here is extraordinary, and it's been one that so many of us have been on together, many of you long before I was fortunate enough to be hired. And by the way, thank you for hiring me. But when I first started talking to John, he had two projects. He had Little Dipper and Big Dipper. And Big Dipper was off in the horizon. Little Dipper was really important to get going. He had customers that were asking him for more supply. He had a product that was incredibly unique to that supply chain for lithium-ion batteries. But he needed to get a factory up and moving. And Little Dipper was not going to be here. Big Dipper might be here. And then all of a sudden, they decided to skip Little Dipper and go to Big Dipper. And I got to tell you, Little Dipper has never been so fondly in the rearview mirror in my entire life. And then we all went to work. And I have to say, when we all go to work, we move mountains in Virginia. In fact, there might have been a mountain here that got moved somewhere along the way, because mountains have been moved. And when you hear the long list of organizations and people and partnerships and collaborations that have come together to enable today, aside from the extraordinary efforts of individuals, I hope you take away the fact that it does take everyone. And it has been our partners in the federal government working hard to make sure that federal grants were obtained. It has been the state government working to invest more money in Berry Hill alongside folks to work on all kinds of capture mechanics so that utilities and other things are here. It has been the local regional development folks who've never stopped believing that Berry Hill would be the place. It's been individuals who have literally made pilgrimages to go see all of the appropriate decision makers. It's been everybody. And when everybody pulls hard on the oar, everybody wins. And so, John, thank you for believing. Thank you for being part of this moment for this community that has never lost faith. I have to say, and I want to say it very clearly, this is an American company using American technology that will hire American workers and supply American companies. That is awesome. We've talked about the late, great Senator Frank Ruff, and I want us to all stop for a minute. Frank was an extraordinary man. As we gathered for his funeral service 2 Fridays ago, I watched a room acknowledge completely and unanimously that we will all deeply, deeply miss him, and he has left a hole. When someone like Frank Ruff comes along and he impacts not just a community but an entire commonwealth by his commitment to rural Virginia, by the way that he conducted himself, candidly by the quality of the human being that he was and demonstrated to others that we could all be, we know that we have had an extraordinary person in our midst. And so today is a lot about a lot of people, but today's about Frank Ruff too. And so for that, I'd just like to have a quick moment to say thank you for Frank Ruff. If you'd all bow your heads just for a minute. Heavenly Father, we thank you for Senator Frank Ruff. We thank you for the man that you made him and the destiny you placed on his heart and allowed him to fulfill. And while we are all sad today, we know there's a celebration in heaven. And Father, we just ask you to help all of us continue to emulate the way Frank reflected you. Thank you for this opportunity to celebrate this great achievement. And Father, we pray all this in your Son's name. Amen. What's next? I don't know. This is big, but there's a lot on the horizon. The reason why there's a lot on the horizon is because so many people have established this Berry Hill site to do amazing things. So many people are going to continue to pull hard on the oar. But our first job is to make sure that Microporous, John Reeves are successful. That is our primary task. And John, you heard from the secretary, and if everybody else could stand on this podium, they would all say the same thing. We are so committed to your success, and if you need it, we'll go to work to get it. If you think you might need it, just tell us, and we'll still go to work to get it. There are so many organizations here that from RIFA to Danville to Pittsylvania County to the Tobacco Commission to the Economic Development Partnership to the Southern Virginia Regional Alliance, and on and on and on, who want to make sure you are successful. You see, this company is poised for greatness. They do something that very few other people do. They have the most unique battery separator technology in the world, and that is in high demand. And I had a reasonably long business career, and one of the things that I figured out along the way is if you can do something nobody else can do, people will come to you. And that's what this company does. There are teams that understand what best in class looks like, and those teams at automotive manufacturers around the country come to Micropores. And that's why it's so important to have them here. It means that, yes, these jobs to made in America manufacture are really saying made in Virginia. And that is a product and that is a reputation that is already permeating around the region and around the country and around the world. I want everybody to think for a minute about what's going to come here. Phase one, and I don't mean to put any pressure on you, is 550,000 square feet of manufacturing with jobs that will employ people from all over the region. A mega site that is going to be teeming with activity. The standard bearer for the next company to come see what can be here to build the next big project. Great proximity to customers all over the region, but particularly in North Carolina and Tennessee and Kentucky and South Carolina, where so many of Micropores' customers are. Within literally a day's drive, you're at 60% of the population of America. You're at 2/3 of the U.S. industrial base. You're not that far from our port, and at some point there will be an inland port down the road so that everyone can access it. Virginia is built to win, and winning we are. Now, you may have seen over the summer a small announcement that Virginia was named by CNBC as the top state for business. If you didn't see that, you were asleep. And not that I'm competitive, and not that I don't have family there, but it was really nice to beat out North Carolina on this project. But you see, the contributing factors that make Virginia the best state in America for business, the contributing factors that allow us to compete heads up with those states that we used to lose to, are the reality of Pittsylvania County and Danville. We start with an extraordinary place to live with an extraordinary workforce. You see, for a long time, people were moving away from Virginia faster than they were moving here from the other 49 states. Well, let me tell you, in 2023, we had net plus 23,000 people move to the Commonwealth of Virginia. That is what we did. We've had $83 billion, and let me update that, $84.5 billion committed to projects in Virginia for companies that are here or want to be here. My friends, companies and families vote with their feet and their wallets. And they are voting to be here in the Commonwealth of Virginia because of what you are offering. An extraordinary place to build decades of a future opportunity, a tremendous workforce educated in our top-ranked K-12 education in America by CNBC, to go to one of our community colleges, to obtain a credential and go right to work, go to one of our great four-year universities and be part of this amazing ecosystem. That is what is changing, and that is why I am so excited about our future. And for those of you who want to know, you can go to microporuscareersva.com and start finding your job now. Right now. That's where they are. There's a lot to look forward to, but we have to deliver. Everything that we promised Microporous that we were going to do, we have to do. And I know we will, because we are locked arms together to be successful together. This is a win for Berry Hill. This is a win for Pittsylvania County and the city of Danville. This is a win for Southern Virginia. This is a win for the Commonwealth. And this is a win for the country. And this is why this is so important. So, John, I want to thank you again for choosing Virginia. And I would, as a result of that, like to present you with a gift. Now, governors get to do lots of really fun things. Yesterday, I got to declare that this week is Nurse Practitioner Week in Virginia. So if you guys know nurses or nurse practitioners, tell them thank you. Yesterday, I also had a chance to talk about the energy future in Virginia. I've had a chance to speak at funerals for friends and for fallen first responders, which is probably the most important thing I get a chance to do. I get a chance to represent Virginia and all that she represents. I get a chance to make deep friendships along the way. But I enjoy presenting this flag to new companies as much as anything. And so, John, I want you to know this is a flag from the Commonwealth of Virginia. It has flown over our state capitol, a state capitol that was designed by Thomas Jefferson to represent the values of America and the values of a Commonwealth that we hold dear. In this flag, which I went over yesterday and pulled off the flagpole. Okay, that's a joke. I hope nobody believes that. I didn't climb up there. But this flag represents a lot more than a flag. This flag represents the long-term bond and commitment and partnership between Microporous, the Commonwealth of Virginia, and this extraordinary community. And we would ask that you fly it on a flagpole high outside of this new facility. And everyone who comes in and everyone who goes out will look up and say, there's a partnership that is unbreakable between the company that I work for or supply or buy from or came to copy, because they do it so well in the Commonwealth of Virginia and Pittsylvania County and the city of Danville, and their future is bright.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. And so with that, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the Chief Executive Officer, John Reeves of Microporous, who today, his company is changing the future of this entire region. John, over to you.
Now that's a tough act to follow. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, Governor Youngkin, distinguished officials, community leaders, and the incredible team at Microporous. Thank you for joining us today for this milestone event. It's an honor to stand here as the anchor tenant in the Southern Virginia Megasite as we break ground on what will soon be a state-of-the-art lithium-ion battery separator manufacturing facility. At Microporous, we are driven by a commitment to innovation, sustainability, and growth. And today marks an extraordinary step in that journey. This new facility will be at the forefront of clean energy solutions, producing battery separators that are essential for powering a more sustainable future. These separators play a critical role in lithium-ion batteries, enabling safety and efficiency in energy storage for everything from electric vehicles to renewable energy storage systems. We're not only investing in technology, we're investing in people and in this community. Over the next several years, this facility will bring more than 2,000 new jobs to Danville and the surrounding area.
These are high-quality, career growth jobs that will have a direct positive impact on families and on the economy. This is just a beginning of a powerful partnership with Danville, Pennsylvania County, the Commonwealth of Virginia, and the neighboring communities that will bring this facility to life. This project would not have been possible without the support and collaboration of Governor Youngkin and the many state and local officials who believe in Virginia's potential as a leader in the clean energy industry. Your commitment to fostering a business-friendly environment and building an economy that works for all Virginians has helped make this vision a reality. We are proud to be part of the investment by Virginia and the Department of Energy in building a U.S.-based supply chain and see this as a major milestone in bringing manufacturing back to the USA. Thank you for standing with us as we work hard to bring this facility to fruition. I also want to acknowledge the people of Danville and the nearby communities. We know that starting a project of this scale impacts more than just our business. It affects our daily life, infrastructure, and the character of the area. We are committed to being a supportive and responsible neighbor, a community partner, and an employer that you can be proud of. Our goal is to create a positive and lasting impact on the community. As we break ground today, we're not only laying a foundation for this facility, but we're setting the stage for a new era of growth and opportunity. In 2026, we expect the plant to be fully operational and producing the highest quality battery separators that will support innovation in transportation, energy, and technology. It's a vision that brings pride to all of us, and we are excited to build it together. Thank you once again, Governor Youngkin, the dedicated state and local officials, our partners, and the community members who are here today. We look forward to a future full of promise as we work together to shape the next chapter in Danville and in Virginia. So thank you very much. Thank all y'all. Now I have the pleasure to introduce Alonzo Jones. He's the mayor of Danville.
Well, since you introduced me, I got a gift for you. I like giving out gifts too, Governor. With the city council members and the board of supervisor members come forward and stand right here, we got a gift for you all. Micropores. They don't know this yet. We got gifts. Look at the way they're looking at me. But while they're coming, I want you to know this outstanding partnership. And we also have some fellow, come over here to me. We got some persons here from Eden, North Carolina who's supporting us. Wave your hand. From Eden, North Carolina. Look here, stand up, please. Thank you. Now, here's my gift, Governor. This is our board of, where's Carrie? Where's Corey? Where you all are? Come on. Matt. Linda. Come on, Linda. Matt. I got a gift for you all. As the governor spoke earlier, we're going to show you how much we appreciate you all. So here's the gift. Since you all bought us this Christmas present, we're going to sing a Christmas song. No, we're not. Did you see the look on their faces? But seriously, we want to thank you all for being here as we celebrate an exciting new chapter for Danville and Pennsylvania County. We're honored to close out our ceremony. And you noticed yesterday, Corey, Matt, Linda, yesterday we were out there, and today we're here. Let us know where we're going to be at tomorrow, because y'all on the road. Where are we going to be at tomorrow? Let's give them a big hand, please. First, all of us standing here, we would like to thank our honorable governor. Thank you so much, and welcome back home. We thank you for your dedication to economic development across Virginia. His leadership has been a major factor in bringing this investment to our community. Can we give our governor another big hand, please? He didn't put me on the state board, but he put Lee on the state board, but give him
There's still another year.
We also want to thank Secretary of Commerce and Trade, Karen Merrick. Let's give her a hand, please. If you're here from the Virginia Economic Development Partnership, if you're here, wave your hand and stand so we can celebrate you. Please stand, let us celebrate you. Thank you. Thank you all. Let's celebrate you all. One of our favorite groups in the city of Danville is the Danville Regional Foundation. Wave your hand, Board of Directors. Wave their hand. Let's give them a big hand, please. Our friends from the Virginia Tobacco Commission. Wave your hand, stand. Let's celebrate them. Let's celebrate them.
Come on, Danny.
I'm going to ask you all to stand one more time. The state of North Carolina and the city of Eden, please stand again. Let us celebrate you. If you're here from the Golden Leaf Foundation, will you stand and let us celebrate you? The Golden Leaf Foundation, let's give them a big hand. The Virginia Department of Transportation. Wait, the Virginia Department of Transportation. Please, VDOT, please stand.
They're building roads.
The utility instruction providers and our hard-working state and local economic teams who help make today possible. We're proud to welcome Microporous, and I promise you we're going to have a rehearsal. The Pennsylvania County Board of Supervisors and the City Council is going to have a rehearsal, and we're going to come back with a Christmas song. I promise you that. It's the decision to invest $1.35 billion and to create over 2,000 new jobs. That's amazing. Yeah. Amazing. That's amazing. That's a Christmas present. Over $2,000. We know Microporous had choices, and we're fully grateful, and I mean we are fully grateful. You see those men and these persons and women standing before us. We're truly grateful, truly. To everyone that worked on this project, we thank you for the hard work, the vision, and the teamwork that made this happen. Together, we're building a future full of growth, stability, and opportunity for our region for years to come. That's my closing comments. We now have some instructions. As we close, I have been instructed to ask that everyone remain seated until called up for their photo opportunity, unless you want to join the choir. Each group taking a photo has been assigned a member of staff to provide them with directions on when to head over to their assigned photo. Once again, let's honor all of our visitors and our honorable governor and Microporous. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Choir, you can go to your seat and wait for the person. Thank you all.
Thank you. Okay.